Greetings, my friends. Today, our destination is England. But the heroes of this story are not giant statues or famous monuments. They are small stones, no bigger than the palm of the hand. Simple faces carved into them, hiding a strange mystery. The mystery didn't start with their appearance alone. It began with the strange incidents and frightening sightings reported after they were discovered. Some even claimed a curse followed these stones wherever they went. This story takes place in a town in northern United Kingdom, a quiet place known for its beauty, yet its real fame began decades ago. In 1991, the Robson family moved into a new home there. Everything seemed normal, until one day their children, Colin and Leslie, were digging in the backyard while playing. Suddenly, they uncovered two small stones, each about 6 centimeters long. What made them unusual was the carved faces on them. One became known as the boy, resembling a child's skull, and the other, the girl, with delicate facial features and long carved hair. Archaeologists believe these stones may once have been part of a larger object. The children kept them inside the house, and that's when the strange events reportedly began. According to the family, the stones seemed to move on their own, and bottles were mysteriously thrown across rooms, as if something unseen was trying to be noticed. The strange events didn't stop there. One of the children began screaming hysterically, prompting the family to rush to him and find out what had happened. He told them that as he passed the front door, it opened on its own without anyone touching it, revealing a strange creature, half human, half sheep, terrifying and bizarre in appearance. Of course, the parents ran outside, but there was no trace of the creature. Some might think the child imagined it due to the strange events at home, but what made it truly eerie was that a neighbor reported seeing the same thing. According to History.com, BBC, and other sources, the Robsons' neighbors, the Dudes, also experienced unusual occurrences. One child had their hair pulled at night with no one around, and their mother, Nellie, saw a creature, half human, half goat, leaving their house that very night. News of the stones spread quickly, reaching the press and media. Neolithic art experts and specialists visited the Robsons' home to study the stones, but none could determine their exact age. The Robson family decided to get rid of the stones, convinced they were the source of the terror. Dr. Ross, an expert in Celtic archaeology, volunteered to study them, especially since they resembled other artifacts from ancient Celtic civilization. She took the stones to her home for research, and after the stones left the Robsons' house, no further strange incidents were reported. Dr. Ross was not supposed to report any strange occurrences, being a woman of science who does not believe in the supernatural. But listen carefully. In an interview with BBC, she recounted several unexplained and eerie events. She described the morning she woke up to find a creature, half wolf and half human, emerging from her bedroom. She chased it downstairs towards the kitchen, but it suddenly vanished. A few days later, her daughter Emily told her she had seen a massive werewolf-like creature leaping over the fence and heading into the house before disappearing. In addition, Dr. Ross spoke of sudden chills, a presence behind her, doors opening on their own, and other phenomena that closely matched previous sightings. The most striking part of the interview was about the werewolf, linked to the legendary Sam the Wolf, who terrorized the town and killed many livestock before being run over by a train in 1994. This wolf was so massive and fierce that locals believed it to be a werewolf. After its death, only the story remained, until the cursed stones brought it back into memory. The stones appeared to be the source of life for the wolf, which locals believed had returned thanks to the cursed stones. Dr. Ross realized that the strange events she experienced were connected to the stones in her home, and she decided to get rid of them once and for all.
To stop the sightings once and for all, numerous associations, research centers, and universities studied the stones in an attempt to solve the mystery and uncover their origins. But all efforts failed. Later, a man named Desmond Critch appeared. claiming that he had created and carved the stones in 1996 while living in the house where they were found. He told the media he made the stones for his daughter to play with, and added that he had actually made 3 stones, not 2. The third stone was lost, while the 2 famous ones remained. He explained that he had used water, sand, and stone to carve the faces, but his claim was not accepted by the scientific community or the media. He was asked to recreate similar stones, which he did, but the results were radically different from the original 2. Various studies on the 2 stones dated some of them to the Celtic era, leading some to consider them cursed, while others traced their origins to much earlier times, viewing them as evidence of human sacrifices on altars of the gods. Another theory linked the stones and sightings to Norse mythology, specifically the creature known as Wolverine, half human, half wolf, exactly like the entity Dr. Ross reported seeing. The stones continued to move from place to place until they reached the University of Southampton for study. When no satisfactory answers were found, they were given to a psychiatrist in 1998, after which both the stones and Desmond Critch disappeared completely, and all sightings connected to the Hexham Stones ceased. To this day, there is no trace or evidence of their whereabouts, leaving the Hexham Stones a persistent mystery, one that has inspired fear and debate, awaiting someone daring enough to unlock its secrets. Storytelling tone, mysterious and suspenseful. Will these stones ever reappear to open the door to questions that were never truly closed? No one knows. So, my friends, this is what we have uncovered about the cursed Hexham Stones. And if this story intrigued you, search for them on Google, then come back and share your thoughts in the comments. Stones discovered suddenly, sparking a chain of terrifying events and strange sightings. Stones whose origins, maker, and purpose remain a mystery. With their disappearance, any hope of uncovering their secrets vanished. Perhaps they were lost, or disappeared by accident, or maybe hidden on purpose to conceal what lies beyond. The strange, or even supernatural sightings. Sightings were reported even by men of science, those who deny and continue to deny anything related to curses, ghosts, or unexplained phenomena. Was their disappearance meant to keep the unexplained in the realm of imagination? Or is it simply that the stones vanished along with their last owner? Questions that remain unanswered, just like everything else about these stones. Perhaps they will appear again, lifting the veil on the mysteries that surround them. As for us, we will stay vigilant, watching, and continue to shed light on the most mysterious topics that have stirred debate and wonder, past and present. Until next time, my friends, we will meet again in the next video.